What's the use of getting sober when you're gonna get drunk again? I'm going to show you a bunch of different drinks that you can make with just a few key ingredients. And for this episode, we're going to invite some friends from Italy. Now this first one is probably something that you don't already have in your bar, but you should. And here it is. Are you ready? Our special friend from Italy. Bam! Miss Aperol. Isn't she pretty? Now if you've never had Aperol before, Aperol is an Italian aperitivo. Mi piace Italia. It is a bitter liqueur. That's at least the way it's described. However, it's really not that bitter. I find it kind of sweet. And it's only 11% alcohol, so if you're afraid to get drunk, it's not really going to kick your drinks up that much, but it gives a really nice taste. Now, the first drink that we're going to make is the classic Aperol Spritzer. And the recipe is on the back of the bottle, by the way, in case you have never made one before. Classic Aperol Spritzer calls for Aperol and another friend from Italy, one of my favorites, Miss Prosecco. Now we're going to pop this bottle right now, and if you've never had Prosecco before, what Prosecco is it's kind of the Italian version of champagne. It's a sparkling wine from Italy, and let's see how that's going to pop right now. Perfect summertime drink, by the way. That's why I'm showing these today. Here we go. Now to make an Aperol Spritzer, take a wine glass, or any glass if you're choosing. I prefer a wine glass. Throw a couple ice cubes in there. I'm going to do a jigger of Aperol. As you can see, I've been drinking these already. Clean up your mescaline. Pour a little Prosecco in the glass. Now, the classic recipe also calls for a splash of club soda, but I say, why would you water down delicious Prosecco with club soda? So I don't. Oh, before we finish it up, garnish with an orange wedge. Now many people will do that because it's beautiful, but I like the taste of the orange. So I'm going to throw that in there, and then I'm going to give it just a little bit of stir with my favorite stir, a chopstick. Give that a little stir there. Buon appetito. I don't know how you say it. Oh, chin chin. That is an almost perfect summertime drink. We're gonna get to the perfect one in a moment. Now, this drink, of course, requires you to buy a bottle of Aperol and a bottle of Prosecco. If you don't want to do that, or you only want to have one drink, because once you open the Prosecco, you kind of have to drink it, you can make the same drink with white wine. It's kind of like the poor man's, or the economical version of an Aperol Spritz. So you just put a shot of Aperol in there, white wine, and then you can add some club soda, orange, give a little spritz. But we're gonna kick this one up. I promise you, we kick it up. And to do that, we need a very special friend from England. Hello, mate. My name's Glenn. I think we're going to be very good friends, you and I. Little bottle of gin. Listen to this. Brand new bottle. You can see I had it in the freezer too. Love that sound. Love that sound of meeting a new friend. And take a shot of gin. Pop that in that Aperol Spritz. Clean up that damn mess again. Give that a little stir. My goodness. Now that's the perfect summertime drink. And the thing is, with gin, it's kind of like bacon. Everything tastes better with a little bit of gin in it. But you know what? Let's kick it up even further. Why put wine in there? we've got gin, we've got Aperol. We're gonna really kick it up because little Miss Aperol is gonna take a rest here, and I'm gonna invite another very special friend, my favorite friend from Italy over. Here we go. Compare, oh, compare, oh. Yes, isn't she beautiful, my friends? Well, Campari, very similar to Aperol. A few key differences. Campari is not quite as sweet as Aperol. Campari is a little more herbal than Aperol. It's a little more expensive too. And Campari is about twice the alcohol, twice as good as well. This is 11%, this is 24%. So we're gonna put little Miss Aperol back to sleepy by. And we're gonna make the rest of our drinks with Campari. Now just know that anything that I make with Campari, you can also make with Aperol, just ain't gonna be quite as good. So the next drink we're gonna make contains gin, our lovely Campari, another Italian aperitivo. Mi piace Italia, mi piace Campari, dov'è stazione ferroviaria? But it contains one more ingredient, and we're gonna bring one more friend from Italy that you might already have in your bar, and that is Cinzano. Oh, yeah, Cinzano. Actually, it's red vermouth, so you can use that cheap stuff that Stanley Tucci doesn't like, or you can use the expensive stuff. It doesn't really matter. It just has to be red vermouth. And this is Cinzano here. As you can see, we have been friends for quite a while, and we're just about at the end of our friendship. But I always make more friends. My wife's an enabler. So I hope my microphone's still hooked up. Yes, it is. What drink are we gonna make with these three ingredients? Well, we're gonna make a classic Negroni. I'm gonna warn you, at the time of this taping, it's very difficult to find Campari. If you can't find it, blame Stanley Tucci.
What are you gonna make me?
A Negroni.
By the way, my wife thinks he's hot, so she doesn't blame him for anything, but I blame him for this. And also, Stan, I just want to tell you, say no to vertical video, my friend. Okay, enough said. Okay, so we're gonna take these ingredients here, and we're gonna make a Negroni. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add those ice cubes again. By the way, I always use my hands for ice cubes, but because these are times where we're all worried about germs, I'm going to be using these handy little tongs here. Okay, so what's next? I don't think it really matters what order you put these in. I'm sure I'll get a lot of comments about this has got to go first or that's got to go first, but we're gonna give it a stir, so it's all gonna taste the same. We're gonna go equal parts, 1 to 1 to 1. Gin, Campari, sweet vermouth. And before we do, because I'm shooting a video, I'm gonna clean my bar up. There we go. I'm gonna give that a little stir with my Chinese chopstick, my favorite. I'm gonna give that another ice cube too, because my ice cubes are melting. There we go. Give that a little stir. And finally, orange slice. No, say no to orange slices, my friends, for the Negroni. I'm gonna do a twist of orange. I'm gonna do a proper twist. Proper twist. Just like this. And as you can see, there's very little white pulp. I could have done a better job, but I was in a hurry for the video. Now, I don't know if you can see this. Hang on a minute. Aperol Spritz with gin, quite tasty. I don't know if you can see this for the video or not, but if you squeeze, I don't think you're gonna see that. If you squeeze the orange peel just right, and then give it a little twist. You'll be able to see the oils going into the drink. And then take the twist, rim the edge, give it a little twist to make it beautiful, pop it in there, and there's a beautiful Negroni. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that, look at that, look at that. Okay, do I have that on there? That's a beautiful Negroni. And now this is the most important step of all. You drink it. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's a Negroni. That's a delicious Negroni. Now, clean up my bar here. This is delicious, but it will never be as delicious as the Negroni that I had on my 20th wedding anniversary. Listening to the music of the orchestra with my beautiful bride in Piazza San Marco in Venezia. To Venezia, to Italia. Until next time, what's the use of getting sober when you're gonna get drunk again? To summer, my friends.